Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, Dave.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got it.
The ball's free. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Here, the coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's the handoff. Sweet cut there. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves the change for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Buys a little extra time. Grab near the sticks. It's Carr. Running toward the tape. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's right.
Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Bounced right back to them. Touchdown, Miami! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Man, that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that play because it worked to perfection.
About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's McCoy. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Leaves it with the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there?
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to...
Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Coming out with it, it's Robinson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Another incompletion on third down. And the Canes decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They'll throw it on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. All kinds of running room. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still working. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out in the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's going to let it go. He's got it down the right side. Touchdown, Hurricane. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. The give to the tailback. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. After 40, there he goes. And they get him down. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And when you turned on the tape of this guy last week, man, you saw play after play, and he had 3 sacks last week. This week, he's already got his second. He has been flying all over the field.
Running it back, it's Robinson. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Give to the running back. Still running up the 40. Can anyone catch him? The 20. Touchdown, Caves. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Catch in the middle. It's Parker. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking for a crease. It's Woods. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. theirs has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Across the 45. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now
he uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. It's caught. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He wants to throw. Steps away to find some room. Running into the open space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looking to move it through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
You know, as a defensive guy, you use the sideline as your 12th man. You push the receiver out that direction. Look at the wide receiver. Still doing a great job of getting small and getting that foot in bounds, making the play, and catching the ball.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And it's right down the boulevard. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on 1st down. He's going for the big play. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Oh, man. Thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage. So wave off the turnover, give up the yardage. It'll be 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps their foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime.
He was looking for some running room, and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Red pass, it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense... This one, running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
First down.
They'll go to the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got his man down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Let's see what they've got on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Made the play on the foot, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab on the left side. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! And the punishment has been extended.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. California is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Berkeley for some time. They're up 14 over the Astronauts. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Miami. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Pulls and fires complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw for it. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Wells. Shakes off the tackler. And he'll... zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Trying play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man. Open runway ahead. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's a first down for the offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense gets the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. The offense set for a first down play. Gets it past the marker. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to...
Trying to burn this defensive back. Can't connect on his first throw. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Williams will pass. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other.